Hello everyone. So the One Piece live action came out on Netflix yesterday. Just to give a quick sum up of me, this is actually my first time watching a live action of like an anime or manga, because obviously you hear about how terrible they are in terms of live actions. But after watching the trailer for this one, which came out about a month or so ago, I was really looking forward to it. And also in terms of One Piece, I am a One Piece fan. I'm more into the anime instead of the manga because I'm trying to collect all the manga on paperback currently. And in terms of the anime, I'm currently in Dressrosa, and I've only just been introduced to Luffy's 4th gear, so please, no spoilers in the comments. But, you know, this live action wasn't what I was expecting. Like, I will be honest, episodes 1 and 2 I really loved and enjoyed, and I liked how they, you know, adapt it to a live action. But afterwards, I was a little bit up and down with like the rest of the series. There were more characters like cut out of the live action than what I thought there would be. For example, we didn't get Django, we didn't get the Usopp Pirates, and I feel like a big one for me is that, you know, we didn't get like possibly one of the most important fishmen in Arlan's crew, which is obviously Hachi. I mean, out of all of them, I would say I was more upset that we didn't get introduced to Hachi. You know, being a One Piece fan, we know how much Hachi brings into the Saba-Odi arc. So I don't know if they're in this live action, if it gets to continue, you know, they make it like, I don't know, Hachi left the Arlan Pirates after, you know, for a few certain years. But speaking of arcs, I was really surprised how the live action took them. Like, I'll be honest, I was expecting by like episode 6 we'd be like, you know, past Logtown. But, you know, it was nice to see the live action was actually taking its time to cover almost all of the East Blue stuff, even though, you know, Logtown is a part of the East Blue. So, like I said, it was really nice seeing that. You know, taking their time and stuff, you know, making sure it got covered. They did add some bits into it, like, you know, Zoro and Baruto works, and, you know, how they changed, like, how Nami, Zoro, and Luffy met, you know, at the exact same time. I did really like that. Now, there were some big changes in the arcs, but I'm thinking possibly maybe because it's trying to bring anime and manga obviously into a live action quite down. And I have to admit, there were some bits I was really disappointed at. Like, for example, we didn't get, like, you know, Don Krieg appear at the Baratier, but I would imagine that would have, like, pretty much cost a lot to actually make again. I don't think, I think, like, some piece about that fight they couldn't bring, you know, because it's obviously animated and all that, bring it to a live action. And the one thing I was mostly disappointed of was, I think everyone of a One Piece fan can agree with me, we didn't get the walk to Arlan Park. I mean, everyone that's a One Piece fan loves the Arlan Walk Park. You know, they did start off like, you know, we had, like, you know, Luffy screaming, Nami crying, and then obviously Usopp, Sanji, and Sora, like, you know, set up as they were at the beginning of the walk, and then Luffy going, let's go, and they go, right. You know, it was all there, but they didn't give us the Arlan Park, damn it. And so, yeah, I was really disappointed at that. But there were some good parts, like, you know, I thought they did the Zoro versus Mihawk fight really well, and I'm gonna be honest, I think they did serve Village a little bit better than, like, you know, the anime or manga. I think it was a little bit more interesting, but, you know, only a little. I mean, the only downside to it was that we didn't get introduced to Janko. So, like, you know, that's my little problem with that. Putting that aside, I feel like we got a sort of different Luffy in this live action than the one we know in the anime and manga. Because Luffy, like, sort of starts to doubt himself after Zoro loses his fight to Mihawk, which is quite surprising because we didn't get like that type of reaction until, like, you know, in Water 7, as far as I know. I mean, if he had it like at some other points before Water 7, you know, could you let me know? And I think everyone knows what I'm on about. It's when he fights Usopp and then obviously he beats Usopp and then he's like, it's too much and all that stuff. But, you know, if he did it, like, you know, before then, could you let me know in the comments, so I don't want to upset One Piece fans. Now, in terms of the rest of the crew, I thought, you know, they were done really well. The only downside I felt was that Sanji wasn't as head over heels for, like, you know, all the women as he's obviously well known for. But, you know, I feel like the actor who played Sanji persuaded him good. It's just, you know, that one bit of part about Sanji. All the other characters in this I thought were done really well. Obviously, Buggy was probably the star in terms of, like, the villains, I believe. All the villains actors weren't bad. I just think Buggy just, you know, stands at the top of them. So overall, was the live action good? I would say if I wasn't a One Piece fan already, I would say it's quite good, because obviously where I'm a One Piece fan, I know, like, you know, exactly, like, you know, what parts got changed, what parts got cut, and obviously what characters didn't, you know, show up. But if this obviously gets, you know, green lighted to continue on, I probably will watch it, because I must admit I am quite interested to see, you know, who they're going to, like, you know, cast as, like, you know, the characters that are obviously coming out. You know, we got Smoker, Tashiki, Princess Vivi, Nico Robin, and I'll go admit, I'm curious to see how they're gonna do, like, you know, Laboon, the Giants, and obviously, of course, our good little medic Chopper. But that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you'll watch the next one. Okay, see ya.